Get over here!
In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset as Christ Jesus, who, being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage. Rather, he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness. And being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on a cross. Wounds of Eventide, a new unlockable ending through a completely new quest has been added to the main game. Oh, come on, really? Now I gotta research more? Speaking of which, Custodia, completely new area named Mourning and Havoc. Brotherhood of the Silent Sorrow and Echoes of Salt have increased in size. 2 new challenging bosses now lurk in the depths of Custodia. Oh my gosh, oh my god, these are a lot of patch notes. Oh dear. Alright, so, this is a thing that I'm probably going to have to figure out as time, marches on in this playthrough. As well as something else that someone brought to my attention. So if I go to options, I believe if I go to game... No, if I go to pilgrimage, is there a way to... I remember someone... No, extras, right? Skin selector. This is it. So, because, I beat, Sierpes, I can actually do this. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that for a little bit. And, back into the pilgrimage we go. So, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode 13 of Let's Play Blasphemous. I'm the Green Scorpion, and, today is a bit of a special episode because, for those of you guys watching, it is Christmas time. And, so today's gonna be a little bit of a Christmas-themed, sermon, regarding what I'm going to talk about, as well as going through, this library here. I gotta remind myself, yeah, Library of the Negated Words. And speaking of Christmas, Merry Christmas to me, because I finally have a new controller. So this is, like, I'm actually, like, testing it out in this episode right now, so, like, this is my very first time using this controller, and it is a dream. So, this is gonna be fun. So, the last time we came here, we talked to this guy, and we gotta find something. Alright, so, that is our, I believe that is our, objective for today, so, oh, okay, yeah, so those spirits do hurt me. Can I slide under you without that? Oh, I see. Whoa. Oh, gee. Okay, that's a boomeranging book. Okay, I remember these guys. Oh, wow. Okay, one thing I can say right now, I am loving this music. This is very ominous music, and I love it. Can I pray? Yes, perfect. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, gotta take a flask right out of the gate, but that's fine. Okay, you get over here, you Shakespeare-looking mother effer. Alright, so. It's good to see you guys again. Yeah, I know it's been a little while since I've come back to this game, but there's a reason for that, because, I've been very busy. December has been proving to be quite the eventful, Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Perfect. And what do we got here? Sacrum of the Dark Warlock. I'm gonna have to look at that. Sacrum of the... Oh, it's a bone! Founder of the Library of the Negated Words. This priest was known as the Sobriquet of the Dark One. He was caught practicing sorcery surrounded by pagan writings. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take another flask. Because, man, I was only in the first room and 2 flasks already taken down. But, that's fine. We shall persevere. First of all, I would like to, say, how's it going, everybody? Welcome, not welcome, but, like, I hope everyone's having a good, holiday season, and how do I... Okay, there's something with the pages that I need to do, I think. But I'm not seeing it yet, so let's go ahead and wait here. This is to rid ourselves of any guilt. So I think we're fine here. But that's good to know that this is here. Yeah, there's... Oh, you know what? I understand now. So if I disturb the pages, then those spirits start to stir. I understand now. Okay, okay. So... Oh. I see them now. I see them now. I need to go here. Yes. So let's get rid of the Shroud of Dreamt Sins. And I believe it was the... Which one was it? Yeah, the 3 gnarled tongues. There we go. It's amazing what a little perception can do, right? Tibia of Al-Sali the Mystic. Al-Sali never believed in the authority of the Holy See of Custodia. He even claimed to have been able to contact the high wills of his own. Be fervent. That is the secret. Alright. So, making good progress already. I'm gonna go back to the Shroud of Dreamt Sins because I do want to keep an eye out for... Incorruptible Hand of the Fraternal Master. What does this one do again? Oh, yeah, it lets me know if secrets are nearby. So... Let's actually keep the gnarled tongues. And see if I can, just basically spot... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay. Whew, that is going to be a bit of a challenge, but that's fine. I understand now. You know what? I gotta start using my... I gotta start using my, my projectile if I'm going to make it through here, while also taking care of those guys. But, yes, I understand now. So, avoid the papers. Yes, there we go. Okay, it's a good thing those guys go down in basically, 2 hits. Or, like, 1 combo. Oh, you know what? I think I can just... Oh, Jesus. I think I can just go up here, actually, now I think... Or can I? Oh, hello! I didn't even see that before. How do I get past here now? Do I need to hit this, do I need to hit this switch again? Oh, yes I do, actually. Oh, you know what? I understand now. So then I can just go here. Cool. Ah! Not cool, dude. Alright, so, while we are treading through the library, I, first of all want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone, whether you celebrate it or not. And again, everyone kind of, like, celebrates in their own way. Like, that's the main, thing, and honestly, like, whatever traditions you have, whatever, like, however way you celebrate, Christmas or the holidays or whatever, like, even if you don't celebrate it at all, like, you know, you do you. Like, that's, one of the main things I did want to talk about. But, I also kind of want to take this opportunity to talk about a couple of things that, like, I find interesting, personally to me when it comes to Christmas. Because Christmas was always a really, really, important holiday to me. Like, quite frankly. Ah, nuts, I messed up there. Okay, I gotta remember I can also, like, destroy those, book stands, to, get some extra health. Oh, hello! Ooh. Oh, jeez. Okay, that was badass. Real quick, before I forget, I'm going to put a marker here, to let me know... Oh, no, wait, no, there is... Like, I got it, actually. Let's go down first. What do we have here? Oh, an empty vial vessel. Sweet. Okay, that'll be good for later. Yeah, so a couple things about me when it comes to Christmas. Funny enough, like, this probably will be relevant to people who are Latino in some way. But, by the time you're watching this, I would have actually, like, normally celebrated Christmas yesterday because, interesting thing about, like, Latinos that for some reason, is, like, way more prominent, than I thought it was initially. But, yeah, Latinos usually celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. So, a little bit of a story in my case. My family had this, like, tradition to basically celebrate on New Year's Eve, but what we usually did is, like, we have dinner on New Year's Eve, we have family come over and everything, and, like, you know, we would have a grand old time, celebrate, like, just, you know, generally, like, oh, Jesus. Just, like, you know, have a good Christmas time in general, right? Oh, I see now. Like, just have good Christmas time in general, right? The thing is like, what we did, for the longest time is we would, basically, like, after dinner, what we would end up doing... Okay, what we would end up doing is, like, after dinner, we would basically just, like, sit in the living room on Christmas Eve, talk the day away, like, you know, just, like, have fun conversations, spend time with each other and everything. And when midnight hit... then we would start opening presents under the tree. So what we did is basically, like, for me as a kid, that was always really, really cool because I was like, oh, I was a kid that got to, like, stay up until, midnight. And once midnight hit, I got to open all my presents. It was really fun. I see. Whoa. Can I actually parry that now that I think about it? I'll figure that out later. Oh, no. What? Did that thing one-shot me? Was that really a one-shot? The hell was that? Oh, jeez, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on a sec. I didn't mean to do that either. What's the... That's the button for... Can you tell it's been a little while since I played this game? But yeah, one thing I would like to, like, start... conversation-wise in this episode is, like, to those of you who do celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or however. Okay, so you can parry those. Good to know. What are your, like, usual, like, Christmas traditions? I know, one thing I am doing, to those of you who are watching this episode right now, more than likely I will be celebrating with, Amber's family, because Amber's family... usually celebrates on the day of, and they have, like, this little, like, get-together with family and everything. And it's just a generally good time. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I gotta remind myself of, like, the moves I have and, like, the abilities I can do. Okay, there we go. So yeah, it's actually been kind of cool because, like, it kind of like happens twice for me. Like, usually my family does something Christmas Eve, and then I get to go with Amber with her family to celebrate Christmas Day and whatnot. And, like, you know, it's fun times all around. Her family is particularly fun because, like, they have a tradition where, like, every Christmas party they would basically just have the movie A Christmas Story playing in the background. And, like, it's always funny to me because, like, that movie, like, I'm gonna say right now, like, personally, I think that movie is dated as hell. Like, I personally am not the biggest fan of that movie. It's a classic, don't get me wrong. I do like the movie, do not misunderstand me. But, the movie is a little bit dated in my opinion, if, like, that's just my personal opinion, mind you. But, it is a fun tradition that I find, like, charming when it comes to her family. Oh, Jesus, what the hell? Okay, those guys are, like, sneak up on you, seriously. I gotta watch out for that one spirit that can one-shot me, apparently. I'm actually wondering if I still have the one thing equipped that, like, increases my damage. Okay, there we go. And, okay, so you can get behind them if you, avoid their attack, like, initially, so that's good to know. So I gotta keep that in mind. But, one thing I actually do want to address as well in regards to Christmas, like, I understand also that, like, some people don't necessarily, like, believe in what is generally considered to be the quote-unquote origin of Christmas, and that is obviously the birth of Jesus Christ, right? So, the thing is about that is whether you believe in that or not, I'm gonna say this right now, whether you believe in that or not is entirely up to you, and from there, it's just a matter of, like, what are you celebrating Christmas for? If you're celebrating it... Ooh. Oh, yes, please. Does that mean I get a 5th bile flask? I do! Awesome! Alright, that was a complete accident, too. Alright, you get out of here. Okay, I may have to, like, do a little bit of... Oh, geez. Okay, parrying those might not be the best idea. What are you? Can I cheese this? I can cheese this. Beautiful. Okay. Hey! Good to see you again!
Tomad el siguiente de mis dolores profundos.
Maximum health increase. Yes, please, and thank you, lady. Good to see you again. Alright, so we're making good progress here. But going back to what I was talking about, right? So, Christmas is considered to be, like, the means of celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. And I'm going to come out and say right now, I do wholeheartedly believe in that. I do believe that Jesus was born. Jesus, like, was, like, the result of a miraculous virgin birth and all that jazz. And, like, a lot of people say, like, oh, like, how can that possibly happen, right? Like, applying the whole science to it. Like, that's a thing, though. Like, while I do understand, like, that like, so many questions pop up, in regards to, Mary's virgin birth, it's one of those situations where it's, like, that's part of, like, the whole aspect of faith. And, like, you know, believing whether it was a miracle or not. And even then, like, you know, in my personal opinion, it's one of those things that you kind of have to, like, do you believe in that or not? Whether you do or not, it is still there is still something that can be taken from that story, of the birth of Jesus Christ. But, like, I have a couple things that it's, like, actually really funny to me. And it's kind of, like, ironic, but at the same time interesting in regards to that. But let's read these first. An anatomy book. Open. The page shows the illustration of a femur. Shows an illustration of a tibia and a kneecap. A femur, a tibia, and a kneecap. I'm wondering if that has anything to do with, these? A femur, a tibia, and a, well, there's the femur. A femur, a tibia, and a kneecap. This is definitely something I'm gonna have to come back and explore later. So let's put a question mark here. Maybe I don't have all three yet? That might be the case. But going back to, you know, Jesus Christ and the virgin birth. So, interesting thing, like, a lot of people might actually come out and tell you that, like, Jesus was born on the December 25th. He wasn't. Like, there's a lot of things about the story of, like, you know, what we consider, like... Oh, that is gonna explode. Okay, good to know. There's a lot of, like, things that, like, we see in the modern depiction of, like, Jesus' birth that, honestly, like, is not really all too true. So, one of the major things, is that, yeah, he was not born on December 25th. I'm actually not entirely sure. Oh, Jesus. I'm not entirely sure when he was born, actually. Like, I know it's a whole thing. Okay, can I actually... Ah. Okay. I'm going to assume I can't get there. Okay, so friendly fire is a thing. Ah. So yeah, like, Jesus was not born on December 25th, and, like, honestly, he was probably not born, phalanx of, Aralcarim the Archivist. See, the thing is, like, I'm trying to explain this, and, like, there's just so much going on here. But yeah, like, he was not born in December 25th, and he was actually not born in a stable either. So let me get back to you on that one. Aralcarim worked as an archivist in the Library of the Negated Words. His heightened interest in the writings of Custodia prior to the appearance of the Twisted cost him his exile. And then what do we have here? Oh. Okay, well, we know what to do here. Oh, is that because of the bell? Or the incorrupted hand? Interesting. Those doors are deceiving me. They do not want me to go. The walls are the only ones that do not lie. Through the walls lies the way out of this place. Okay. Keep that in mind. So that's what the... So that's how the incorrupted hand works. Hello.
Yo, Dios dado por nombre, sereno por oficio, en su merced seo. Tenedes la mía gratitud por haber acallado tan lastimero sonido. Nos estamos en la biblioteca de las palabras negadas, pues prohibidas son y serán las páginas escritas en aquestos polvorientos libros. Mi única compañía aquí son aquestas pesadas llaves y las almas errantes que incluso después de muertas ansían conocimiento.
The Young Mason's Wheel.
Vigilad los vuestros pasos, pues estamos en estancias engañosas.
It's a rosary bead. The Young Mason's Wheel. The remains of a miniature wooden cart, worn by an apprentice who was separated from the master in a terrible accident. The stone and mortar that enveloped him drowned out his cries, preserving his pleas for help in a freakish echo that now permeates these walls with clarity. This amulet is now imbued with the poor lad's longing for release, increasing the speed of movement of whoever wears it. Okay, okay, I see you. Oh, that actually might be really, really nice. I'm actually gonna go ahead and get rid of the thorn symbol because I don't generally like try to run into these people anyway. And let's go ahead and equip the Young Mason's Wheel. Father, the walls do not move. The library does not wish its wisdom to escape these enclosures. Its corridors deceive and confine all those who enter in search of its forbidden tomes and ancient secrets. Its wardens, the silent monks who wander between its shelves, know this and are themselves captives of its power. Here, we shall remain forever with a thirst for knowledge never to be sated. I hope one day you will read these words and not blame yourself for my death. The penned word wanted it so. Alright. Well, that is good to know, and... Okay, so that's going to take me back out, so we might as well go ahead down here, and we can... Oh, he's moving. He's moving. Ooh, okay. That's a little freaky. So yeah, let's keep going down this way. But, yeah, there's a lot of misconceptions, like, when it came to, Oh, Jesus. Okay, so... Okay, so he does not kill me in one shot, but that's still very dangerous. Actually, now that I have that... Oh! I see now! Because I was able to move faster, I can make that jump! Drop of coagulated ink. Each hesitation of the scribe was a new stain on the scriptorium. Words not written, censored before they were born onto paper, were powerful too. This cluster of ink grazed by the affliction increases the power of prayers. The scribe had raised his gaze, for he had ceased to write a while ago. Alright, we'll keep that in mind. Alright, that's really good to know, though. Okay, awesome. This has been a really, really cool area, honestly. Like, I like this a lot. Alright, so, we're gonna go ahead and grab you. 25 out of 38. Now, the question is, like, I still am not entirely sure how to get past these. Prayers don't work. So, let's keep that in mind for now. Sleeping canvases. Alright, let's explore here a little bit later. I want to continue exploring through the library. So, oh Jesus! Careful there. Yeah, their shots are not exactly fast, so I should be able to deal with like this like lickety split as long as I'm careful about it. I believe, yeah, I wanted to go check up here, so let's go ahead over there. Oh wow, yeah, I am schmoving now. That's actually a really significant increase in speed. Oh Jesus. Did I get hit by a shockwave or something? I'll worry about it later. Alright, so we can ignore you, so let's just go up here. Ah, come on. Yeah, parrying those books is doesn't seem to be generally a good idea. Right, we gotta go up one more. As I was saying, yeah, there's a lot of, like, different, like, there's a lot of different, like, misconceptions about Christmas in general. Like, one of my personal favorites is the story of Jesus, and, like, you know, how he actually wasn't born in a stable, he was more than likely born in a cave, and, like, that also leads to the three kings, right? The three kings actually didn't visit Jesus, like, on the day of his birth, because that would have been, like, absolutely, like, insane for them to make that trek, following the, star in the sky. They actually more than likely, like, visited him 3 months after his birth, or even years, actually. Here's the thing. None of us necessarily, like, actually know the true story behind Jesus' birth. Like, some say he was born in a cave, some say he was born in a, like, many people say he was born in a stable. I need, yeah, the Lung of Dolphos, so let's do this. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, interpretations as to, like, how that story actually went. Oh, that worked out great, actually. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I gotta use my my shot here. Oh, geez. Okay, those explosions actually hurt a lot. Let's take another flask. Okay, I'm gonna focus real quick, and then I'll get back to my to what I was talking about. Yeah, I was trapped there. Okay, I'm out of prayer, but I should be able to handle this. Oh, there is a shockwave. Okay, good to know. But we made it. What do we got? We have Amber Eye. Hey, babe, I found your eye! Anyway. Bead carefully carved in the shape of an eyeball that appears to glint in the dark. A sacred tree was struck by lightning, but did not suffer any damage. Its resin did not allow the lightning to escape, so it still remains in the amber nucleus, providing great protection against electrical attacks. This is the first frozen tree, the first for which we all kneel to pray, the first in which one could see a face, pious and sorrowful, among the deformities of the pale, frozen trunk. Deformities of the pale, frozen trunk. One day it wept from the concavities that shaped its eyes. He wept sap, so golden, so brilliant. The amber eye. That's really cool. Dude, I love the lore of this game. Oh, hello! See, this is... yeah, this again. Okay, so there was another one of these over here. Oh, yeah, like, I think it's already marked, actually. Yeah, all the way down here. So, I know this is something for, the, Bloodstained, crossover. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for those as well. Alright, good to know. So, continuing with, like, the story of Jesus Christ's birth and everything. The thing about it is that, like, to me personally... like, it doesn't really matter, like, what the true story of Jesus Christ's birth is, like, and everything. Because at the end of the day, like, what you should take from that story is not so much the story of, like, you know, oh, like, it's a miraculous, like, baby who is supposedly, like, you know, the son of Christ and all that jazz, right? I mean, that is what you should take from it, but, like, the details, like, in my opinion, and my personal opinion anyway, don't necessarily matter as much as what Jesus' birth actually means, right? Whether you believe it or not, right? The whole idea of it is, like, at least to me personally, is the fact that it was that whole, you know, the main event that started the whole thing where Jesus would come to Earth and absolve everyone of their sins by dying on the cross, right? And hello, Patio of the Silent Steps. Oh, we made a shortcut. Cool. All right, so actually, while we're here, I do want to head up. What the frick? Okay, that was a weird interaction. Okay. While we're here, I actually do want to head back this way. Because someone told me I need to head back, to the place where I found the toe? Like the guy, like the guy from the pilgrimage. My bad. We didn't lose too much progress, actually. I can just, like, I can kind of just, like, head right up there, like, easy peasy. Oh, yeah, he actually doesn't do a lot of damage. I guess the last time I got hit by that, I was just low health and I didn't realize it. So that was my bad. Yeah, so, like, the verse I shared at the beginning was, like, comes from Philippians, and it is speaking of the fact that, like, you know, Jesus came to Earth and took the form of a man, and that's something that I actually, like, think separates God and Jesus from, like, the idea of other gods, because, like, now, like, again, this is, like, assuming you believe in God, like, right? Like, I don't want to, like, make any assumption or, like, make any pretense as to, like, oh, like, you should believe in this, you should believe in that. I'm not here to do that, right? Whether you believe in God or not is entirely up to you, and if my talking about, God and Christianity in general, like, makes you at least think about it, that's great and all. And, like, if you come to the conclusion that, oh, hey, maybe this is something to look into, fantastic. Like, I totally support that. But if you don't, that's perfectly fine, too. Like, my efforts to talk about Christianity and religion and like the Bible and everything in this series, and also talking about my own personal experiences with Christianity. Like I feel like I have to like iterate this a lot. I'm not here to try and like, you know, convince anyone of anything. I am merely here to try and spark conversation. That's like the end-all be-all when it comes to what I want to do when it comes to talking about this, because I actually really like talking about Christianity, you know? And yeah, like, Jesus's birth, like, the, miraculous virgin birth, and, like, you know, the whole, like, reason why some people... I gotta stop pressing the wrong button. The whole reason why, like, a lot of Christians celebrate Christmas is still totally valid. But even then, like, even if you don't believe in like, you know, that aspect of Christmas, that's fine too. There's plenty about Christmas that you can celebrate, like, even in spite of that. In fact, a lot of the usual traditions that are associated with Christmas, like, you know, the Christmas tree, like, in the house and everything, those actually come from pagan, backgrounds. So, yeah, not everything about Christmas is all, like, just, you know, Christianity and God and everything. Just like not everything about Halloween is supposed to be like, you know, darkness and evil and whatnot. Not by any stretch. And that's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, like, celebrate like the holidays, whatever holiday it is, as you want it. And like, for me personally, when it comes to Christmas and when it comes to the birth of Jesus Christ, the main takeaway for me is the fact that God was basically like, oh hey, yeah, like, I may be God, but I also know what it's like to be human. And that's the main thing with, like, you know, sending Jesus to be born in to the world, because one of my favorite, to those of you who have ever had a job, one of my favorite philosophies when it comes to having a job, right? Wherever you work, wherever you might work, whatever work you might do, one of my favorite philosophies is the best managers know what it's like to be the grunt, right? And I believe in that wholeheartedly. Like, I actually do genuinely believe that the best managers, like the best bosses, are the ones that know what it's like to be to do the grunt work, to be the lowest of the low, to be the one to be basically the lowest. And that's a thing that I think is like kind of makes God like kind of endearing to me personally, even as someone who like may not like totally believe in Christianity. That's still something like really cool to me, is that God put himself in a position to basically like know what it's like to be a person, a human, like be his own creation, as it were. And that's why you see throughout a lot of the stories in the New Testament talking about how Jesus lived his life, the dude knows what it's like to be tempted by like human desires. The guy knows what it's like to be hungry, to be thirsty, to have like complicated feelings and everything. The dude knows pain. The dude knows what it's like to fear death. And that's the main thing. Like, there's one verse, I forget where it was. I forget which verse it is, but I know like some people are gonna like say, oh, it's this verse, right? One verse that always, hello. Oh. Let's go back to this in a moment. So as I was saying, right? One verse that I actually find interesting is the simple verse that is only 2 words long. Jesus wept, right? And like, to the average person, you look at that verse and is like, what's so important about that verse? It just says Jesus wept, right? So the context of that verse, if I recall correctly, is it over here, actually, now that I think about it? Probably. The context of that verse is when Jesus was given the news about Lazarus, and when Lazarus died. It's like, to those of you who may not know, Lazarus is the man in the famous story of when Jesus resurrected a man. To those of you who are into Batman, the Lazarus Pit, that's why it's called that. because, like, it keeps you alive, it, like, saves you from death, and, like, that's the whole thing with, like, Lazarus, is that he's the one man who was resurrected from the dead via God's power. So that's why, like, anything that's associated with the name Lazarus in a lot of fiction, has to do with some level of immortality or cheating death, as it were. But, going back to that verse, Jesus wept, right? The whole idea of that verse is to emphasize the fact that God knows what it's like to be sad. God, like, Jesus knew what it's like to mourn the dead, you know, to be sad, to, like, weep for his brother, because, like, he cared about Lazarus a lot. So, like, it's that context, and it's, like, it's, the kind of thing where it's, like, you know, Jesus, like, if Jesus and God had the power to basically cheat death and resurrect Lazarus from the dead, he would have no reason to cry, right? But Jesus did anyway. He wept, like, despite knowing that he was going to bring Lazarus back anyway. The whole idea of that verse at the end of it is basically just to emphasize the fact that God knows what it's like to be sad. He recognizes human emotion. There we go. He recognizes human emotion. Like, that's the main thing about it for me personally. And, like, again, take this all with a grain of salt, whether you believe it or not. But that's the main thing that, like, actually makes me more willing to believe in a God like God, and why I do, like, at least want to, like, make the effort to understand what's written in the Bible, is the fact that God has been shown to be a God that wants to understand man. He created man, and he does everything in his power to try and understand him, or to try and understand humans. And that's the whole idea. That's one of the purposes of sending Jesus to Earth. It was so that he could basically, you know, not only, like, you know, absolve people of their sins, but also to, you know, understand what it's like to be human. Speaking of human and speaking of death. Oh, man. The old guy. More rosary rope. Rest well, my friend. May God forgive you of all your sins. But at the end of the day, he shall recognize your valor. In nomine Patre, Spiritus Sancto. Aww. Well, now I'm all depressed. I like that guy. But hey, it, like, you know, he's had enough. He has done his pilgrimage. It is time for him to move on and rest for the rest of his afterlife, basically. I'm sure he's in heaven and he's having a well-earned rest. Assuming that this accursed, like, you know, tainted, like, whatever this is, didn't claim him. But yeah, that's the main thing for me when it comes to, like, you know, Jesus' birth and Christmas and all that, is the fact that, like, oh, geez. Oh, you know what? Actually, I can make this a lot easier on me. So if I go to my prayers... Not that one. This one. Awesome. Yep, because I made it over here. And then I can go back to... Wait, I forgot what this one does. Oh, okay. Blessing increases tears harvested by mea culpa. What's the one that I was using earlier? Was it, Taranto? Yeah, it was Taranto. Taranto to my sister. But yeah, as I was saying, that's the main thing with me when it comes to, like, celebrating Christmas and, like, understanding the story of Jesus' birth, his life, and his death, is knowing that, whether you believe it or not, it is, at least to me, endearing to have a God that not only is merciful in, like, you know, not only is merciful in, like, you know, having a way to absolve people of one's sins, but also to know that, like, he actually made the genuine effort to try and understand his own creations, his own people. Like, because he literally made himself one, not only to save humanity, but also to understand them at the end of the day. And again, that's assuming you even believe in any of this. Like, if you don't, then, like, more power to you. I personally believe in it, and I am personally one who would like to at least, you know, believe that there's someone out there who's looking over us. Do I question some of the crap that goes on in this world, and maybe he could have stopped it? Absolutely. But, you know, what is faith if you don't ask questions, and what is faith if it's not challenged every now and again? You know what I mean? Alright, here we go. Oh, geez. Okay, it's one of these. Okay, I want to get rid of, this guy first. Okay. Okay, I need a flask! Oh, jeez, okay. Ooh, that's tough. Well, I pretty much spoke what I wanted to in regards to my sermon today, so I believe I can now focus on the game, because that's definitely going to take up my focus. But, once again, as usual, guys, like, everything I'm talking about, everything that I'm referring to, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, you know, like, again, my goal in saying all this is not to necessarily convince you of anything. It's simply more of a means to spark conversation, discuss about these kinds of things, whether you believe in it or not, you know? Because I do genuinely like talking about these things. And again, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone, and let me know what you guys, like, what kinds of traditions you guys have. So that's what those bells are for. Good to know. But yeah, let me know what you guys, what kind of, like, Christmas traditions you guys have in the comments, too. I'd really, really like to hear about them all. Alright, so let's try this again. Take this. Here we go. Okay, that's... Okay. Take a flask. Oh, geez, okay. Mark of the Second Refuge. Ooh, okay, there we go. Sign of protection that protected its bearer from all harm. The pious lady of the perpetual agony locked herself in the great cathedral, its walls a lightweight barrier compared to the constant pain that clouded her mind. Hearing the distant cries of the damned day and night turned Socorro into such a compassionate person that she devoted all her time to praying for those punished. So much did she pray for them that to be freed from their pain and suffering, that she dared ask the miracle that the physical pain they were suffering be passed on to her. So, okay, so Socorro became a martyr. Interesting. Alright, let's keep this going, and... Oh, okay, yeah, this was from, when we, broke that one, glass. Oh, we got another one? Okay, we got another one. Oh, beautiful! That was the last of that prayer, though, so... Okay, we got it. Yeah, we managed to take one out in one fell swoop. Okay, we got a bit of a platforming challenge here. Awesome. Okay, careful. I am loving this music, man. What do we got here? We have Lunate of Keia the Butcher, or Lunate. His nickname, the Butcher, was owed not to his occupation, but to his vicious combat skills as a soldier. Not even corruption seemed to alter this disturbed personality. Whoa, okay. Okay, I see the, these things. And thanks to my speed boost, I'm able to make it up there no problem. Alright, so we're making good time. We got another, like, maybe, like, about 10 minutes before the episode is done. So let's see how far we can get. But yeah. I suppose something else I can talk about is, this overall month has been... Oh, jeez. Has been a little less than pleasant. There's been a lot of drama going around and a lot of busyness in general. My mom finally moved out of the country and she is now living in Honduras. The place I am living in right now... Oh, Jesus! Okay, that actually worked out just fine. I'm gonna take another blast just in case. It's just been a lot of, like, to transition, because, like, there's just generally a lot of things that needs to get done. But yeah, there's been some drama in my life overall that, like, I'm not gonna get into, but, it's been a thing, I will say that much. Yeah, let's keep going this way. There we go. Yeah. Those aerial monsters are making me use a lot of my flasks. Awesome. 26 out of 38. I only need 12 more of those children. And I assume that's going to be a shortcut down there. I'm actually quite impressed at the fact that my projectile actually does more damage, but I suppose, like, that makes sense. Like, it does cost me some vigor. Yo, this speed boost from the wagon wheel is really, really incredible. I believe I should be able to make a shortcut down here. It looks like it. Yes! Ah, man, I'm loving this music, man. Alright, pin to the wall. In case, yep, thought so. Awesome. And then we can take that, and that'll let us go down there. Yep, that leads to a shortcut. Excellent. A very hazardous shortcut, mind you, but a shortcut nonetheless. Awesome. Alright, I believe what we can do is we can probably make it to the next Prie-Dieu, wherever that may be, and we can go ahead and call it an episode. Oh, geez, that's a lot of enemies! Oh, wow, I cannot believe I pulled that off. I might die. Okay, good. Careful. Oof. Ah, damn it. Ah, that's okay. You know what? I'm willing to keep going. So let's go ahead and Actually, no. Actually, yes. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, once more, this time with feeling. Oh, really? Okay. We got this. Collect that. What the? How'd that happen? What? Okay, I got enough of prayers here. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Sheesh. Wall of the Holy Prohibitions. Oh, what might this be? I hope this isn't in some sort of endgame thing. Oh, I see a dead body. Let's get rid of the silvered lung and go with the Shroud of Dream Sins. There is a metal tree erected as guardian of the bridge. That tree, with its eroded bark, is a symbol of His Holiness's final communion with the miracle. Facing this eternal dusk, I will wait until I depart towards the other side of the dream. Huh. Wait, aren't these like the guys from the first... Isn't this the first boss? What? Where is this going? Oh. This is new. That was really cool, by the way, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was like the first boss. So, the Wall of the Holy Prohibitions. I'm gonna explore just a little bit more. We got a little bit of time left. Mainly because I'm just way too curious. You need a key of the secular to open this door. Oh, wow. Yep, more things to explore, more places to look. Oh, wow, this is a labyrinthian area. What the? Ugh. You need a key of the scribe. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and explore just a little bit more and see where this leads. Oh, right, these whip guys I can't parry. Yeah, this is labyrinthian. Oh, Jesus! Wow, that was a badass execution. Key of the secular. Okay, yeah, that scared the hell out of me, dude. Sheesh. Oh, wow. This is disturbing. Stop doing that! What are these enemies? What is this area? Is this like a prison of some kind? And what the heck are you? Ow. Chalice of the Inverted Verses has been partially... What? Oh! Is this the thing where... Hang on a sec. When did I get this? Because I remember there was that one side quest where I had to defeat certain enemies, but that might not be it. Okay, no, I do remember this. I do remember this item, I think. Oh god, there's just so much to keep track of. I'm gonna go on for a little bit more, but we're pretty much on an hour. Okay, I need the key of the scribe. Oh, man. This is an interesting location. Yeah, this is like a prison or something, right? Oh, God. Yeah, no. No, thank you. Yeah, and I can just get on. Key of the Scribe. Okay. Wow, this area is very interesting. Oh, geez. Is this like a time thing? It is, isn't it? Okay, I think I see what I need to do here. So take this and then book it. Good. Okay, I do have this. Key of the Secular. Good. Please stop. Those enemies are disturbing. I'm just gonna say that right now. What do we got here? Ah! Stop it! Oh my god. What do we got? Key of the Scribe! Am I just gonna be... am I just gonna end up going through this whole place? Stop it! Okay, so if I do this and then book it that way... Oh man, I'm gonna have to like... I'm gonna be exploring this area like just outright one of these... like during one of these episodes, aren't I? Oh, Jesus! Okay, so what do we got here? Handmate of Vukolich the Copyist. Taking advantage of the pontifical bull, Vukolich was caught stealing a forbidden book about arcane knowledge. His hands did not write again after that day. Ugh. I'm also seeing those paintings, like, on the walls. I'm wondering if those have anything... Stop it! I'm wondering if the paintings, like, in the background had anything to do with this. Still. Okay, so I have the key of the Scribe now, so I can go in here. Yeah, I can just go ahead and collect that. I'm not gonna bother with the fog. Hang on a sec. I just want to check. Okay, no, there's nothing there. I had to check. Please stop. Alright, let's go this way. I'm gonna keep going until I find another prie-dieu, or if I end up, like, just completing this area outright. Who knows? But I do want to wrap up soon. Let's go ahead and check this door. Hello. Oh, is this... Aha! Okay, okay, cool. So that allows me to go back down there. Sweet. That's actually really good. Alright, so let's keep going. I need the... Okay, the key of the Inquisitor. Yeah, one thing I'm also gonna have to do, like, sometime is, like, figure out what's going on with, like, the updates that this game added, as you guys, like, saw in the beginning of the episode. What do we have here? Oh, another one of these guys. Stop it. Alright. Oh, geez. Point of no return? Point of no return. Aha. Stop it. Okay, it's a good thing I decided to jump back on. What do we got here? We have... Sphere of Sacred Smoke. It's a rosary bead. Small translucent pearl with a closing mechanism that's almost impossible to see. They were traditionally filled with the vapors coming from the big incense burners of the Mother of Mothers. This bead, however, contains something different. Its miraculous influence fills the bile flasks after some attacks, but the miracle is capricious and does not happen, and this does not happen often. Interesting. Once everyone had left, she approached the bonfire, still smoking with the scorched remains of the heretic. With a swift gesture of her fingers, she triggered the imperceptible lock that would open the tiny jeweled pearl in two, and, passing it through the gray smoke, she closed it again, trusting that it would preserve that smoke forever. Okay, I see you. Okay. Nothing in there. Okay, so I can just drop down there. Good. Where do I still need to explore? Okay, I see it. I think. Okay, yeah, I still need to go through here and explore up this way. Ah, I see, I see. So if I go up this way then. Got it. Yeah, this place is a little bit labyrinthian. What do we have here? I saw him approaching between the bars. I saw the fire burst through the chest and scorch him. I saw fire burn again from the air and fuse his skin. He walks with fire and fire with him. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying myself a little too much right now to stop yet. I'm gonna go for just a little bit longer. Consider it a little bit of a Christmas present for you guys. Oh, what? Okay, that was interesting. Good. Yeah, that was a little interesting what happened just now. Okay, I don't have the key of the Inquisitor yet, so I don't want to... So I want to, like, call the elevator back. Oh, boy. This is quite the endeavor. I'm enjoying this, though. Like, this is a really cool area. This whole game is just really cool. Okay, so there is a door I can unlock here. Ooh, oh. Okay, can you stop, please? Thank you. Another one of those children. Only 10 left. Ha! Say returned by the flames! What are you? Okay, I think I see it, Okay, I get it now. Oh, jeez. Okay, I see now. Vaya con Dios. Oh, Jesus. Okay, learn the pattern. Ugh. The chalice of inverted verses has been emptied. Oh, wow. Well, alright then. That guy forced us back. So I guess that's it for now. But it looks like that's going to be our objective for next time. So, thank you guys for joining me for today's episode of Blasphemous, episode 13. I'm the Green Scorpion, and once again, guys, let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of today's conversation, what you guys think of what I've talked about, and once again, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you guys for supporting me all this time. See you guys next time.